Good morning, everyone. Good to see everybody. We'll start with Jesse Luketa here. Second. Share. All right, so recorded. So, all right, Jesse, thanks for joining us today. We'll start with Tyler Donahue.
Hi, Jesse. Good morning. Happy game week.
Good morning, Ty. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Going into week one, all new linebacker group in terms of starters. Do you guys feel like you're getting a little disrespected because you don't have that banner name of Micah? And what do you think is going to be overarching kind of theme for this group of linebackers in 2020?
Moving into, game week, we're excited. Tuesday, so it's Hard Hat Tuesday, we would like to say in our practice. So we're going in with a hungry mindset. We're excited to get out there, and the one thing that our unit is really looking to do this year is go out week to week and earn our respect. So losing Micah, people he was the limelight, last year. Great defensive talent, but similar to what I said the last time I spoke to the media, we're more focused on establishing what we're going to do this year, who we are as a defense, who we are as a linebacker core. So we're excited to go out there and earn our respect.
All right, Rich Carcella.
Jesse, can you express your feelings about Journey Brown and what he's going through? And secondly, what kind of leadership has he been providing to the team, even though he hasn't been able to play?
Journey is someone who I've grown to become really tight to well before, even getting here to Penn State. Being that I went to school in Erie, Pennsylvania, he went to school in Meadville. We really had a strong relationship, a strong bond. So, seeing him down right now, it hurts. But, he's continuing to bring that positive mindset every single day on and off the field. He's going to continue to be a voice in our locker room, continue to be a voice of reason and a leader. People that can still depend on him and whatnot. So seeing him down right now hurts, but, we're just praying for the best. He's going to be back.
Ben Jones.
Excuse me. Jesse, every year you usually have a couple weeks to kind of ease into the season, to get your feet under you maybe against some opponents where you have a little more flexibility on the scoreboard. How is it different to go into a game when you know that the quality of the team playing is as good as Indiana or as good as most any Big Ten team?
I'd say it's going to all be in our preparation. From spending the time to, just breaking them down, film study and whatnot. We're not going to have the luxury of having, time on our side as we would like. So just taking advantage of all the things as we can moving forward, the attention to detail and being detail oriented, I feel like it's going to be exceptionally important for us moving forward, especially during this time and this whole season with everything going on.
Tobias Wilborn.
You mentioned knowing Journey going back to y'all's prep days, man. Sure. Where have you seen him grow the most, both as a man and as a player?
Just maturity off the field. Journey, if you know Journey, he's just such a vibrant person. His energy is infectious. He hasn't lost that at all. He's still the same JB that I knew when I first came to America. But as far as, his growth on the field, it's been extremely incredible in my opinion, because, I've seen him go from, the Meadville running back who had the speed to take off the top every single time he touched the ball to really transition into becoming a top 5 back, in the nation, who every time touches the ball, he will run over, he will take it 70 yards and make it look easy. So, that transition is shown how, his detail, his preparation, his work ethic, and just how hungry he is to be the best version of himself. So I'm excited for JV.
Audrey Snyder.
Good morning, Jesse. Thanks for your time.
Good morning.
When you see Michael Pennick on film, Indiana's quarterback, what do you notice about him, and what kind of impresses you about Pennick?
Just breaking down his profile, I've been able to see he's comfortable being back there as a signal caller. Just trying to study his progressions and whatnot, who are his favorite targets. From seeing Hendershot to Watt Fillier. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get on the field and really go to battle with him.
Eric Hagman.
Morning, Jesse. Can you talk about what it means to have been named the captain and the opportunity that is in front of you this season?
Having the opportunity to be voted as a captain by my peers is, it's an honor, especially here at such a prestigious institution. So, one thing moving forward, with especially our defensive captains that we spoke about and that we're prideful on is, the defense is going to go how we go. So every day we go to work when we're in practice, we got to bring that juice. We got to bring that level of energy that's infectious to every single one of the players on the defense, every single one of the coaches on the defense. And that's going to transition to the offense, So being able to be at the forefront for my brothers and know that, they're dependent on us to really be those guys that are going to get them going, on game day. It's a complete honor. It's a blessing. And one I intend to do to my full potential.
Mark Brennan.
Jesse, what can you tell us about where Brandon Smith is at this point and maybe where he's kind of elevated things from last season?
The one thing I would say he's definitely elevated is just preparation, understanding the game, being a student of the game. I remember when Brandon came in as a freshman, as far as, being gifted, having those God-gifted abilities, I told him, in the league, there's going to be plenty of carbon copies of players who will look like him, move like him, but what's going to be able to differentiate him from the other players is how he processes the game, how he's able to be a student. So having him honestly be able to hone into the things I've been telling him and seeing how he's been able to, progress and really become a better student, it's been very beneficial for us, the defense as well.
Greg Pickle.
Hi, Jesse. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for your time. Hey, I'm just curious. Obviously, I'm sure you've had lots of practice battles with those other running backs. Which of those guys, Noah, Devon, Keziah, and Kevon, have stood out to you so far during practice/camp, and why?
I'd say Devon Ford. That's somebody who I go to battle with every day, whether it's in the running backs blitz pickup, one-on-ones, and we just get each other better. Devon presents a lot of versatility. He's able to be flexed out in the slot and get those routes that you'd expect from a slot receiver. He's able to really differentiate himself from the backs, and I'm really excited for what he's going to do this upcoming season and see how he's going to move on and really establish himself.
Oh, Donahue.
All right, you talked about you being a captain, but how about two active Penn State captains at the same time from Ottawa, Ontario? What does that sentence mean to you? Is it something you ever saw coming, and what does it mean for the Nittany Lions football brand in Canada?
If you would have told me a couple years ago that there'd be two kids from Ottawa, Ontario as captains for Penn State Nittany Lions, I honestly don't think I would have believed you, but it's a blessing. Honestly, it speaks to the character that me and Jonathan that we have, and the ability and the type of talent that Canada has. I'm always trying to make sure I touch on that and try to give a little shout out to my homeland, especially my city, Ottawa. And, it's going to be exciting moving forward for the next couple of years because, Canada is a hotbed for athletes that are currently, making that transition to the other side of the border to, live out their dreams of playing at the highest level of collegiate ball. So it's exciting, the culture's changing, and I'm looking forward for what Canada has to offer.
All right, Joe Giuliano.
Good morning, Jesse. Thanks for your time.
Morning.
I know there's been a lot of uncertainty in the summer and fall about playing, not playing. I just want to know, how confident are you that you guys can get through a full season, given that you're going to be playing in a pandemic and now you're going to be playing on the road against other teams?
I'm extremely confident, especially seeing how, our staff, our medical staff, and how they've gone about this whole situation. They've gone above and beyond to ensure that our safety remains a priority. Moving forward, with the season, since we're going to be coming in contact with, other organizations who have been doing their own thing regarding testing, Who knows? I can't speak on the future, but what I do know is, Penn State has done everything they need to do to ensure our safety, and they're going to continue to do so. So I'm excited moving forward to finally get into competition and finally get back to Big Ten football.
Peter Turkstra.
Hey, Jesse, you've been around some good players and some good teams here at Penn State. How do you think this year's squad stacks up?
I'm excited, honestly. I've been around some talent. I've been around some great leaders. I've been around some hungry individuals and some hungry teams, and I honestly feel like we're right up there with them. Speaking defensively, we're gonna do what we do best. I'm so excited for the offense to see what Coach Chirac is going to be able to do, what he's going to be able to implement. I'm so excited for the guys on the offensive side of the ball. For a lot of the young guys, a lot of the guys who are finally stepping into starter roles. So it's like I'm really excited to see what we're going to do this year, and really excited for Nittany Nation to embrace these new names that are going to become household ones.
Paul Gable.
Hey, Jesse, thanks for the time.
How you doing?
Yesterday, during his press conference, IU football coach Tom Allen talked a lot about your guys' defense. I'll ask you, one of the biggest changes from last year to this year is at the quarterback position with Pennick. Without giving away the game plan, what are some areas that concern you guys of IU's offense? You mentioned Wap and Hendershot earlier, and now with the addition of Pennick.
Watching the clips that Pennick was involved in, they're a very dynamic offense. Just making sure that, we play our best football. We execute, we have fun out there, and we make sure to contain the individuals who we feel are going to be pivotal for us to contain. I feel like that's going to be very important for us.
Rich Garcella.
Jesse, with all the uncertainty over the last 7 months, not, wondering if there was going to be a season, now that it's here, can you describe your feelings just a few days away from opening the season?
I can't actually. I would say hungry. I would say hungry in the sense where, when you've wanted something, for so long, as bad as you could possibly want something, you're excited, you're eager. At times I'll wake up early in the morning around 6 a.m. and just have an urge to just watch film. Just a constant reminder. So it's little things like that, and those type of characteristics are infectious. It's been infectious as for our defense for the past couple of months. Honestly, guys just whenever we're together, just watching film, talking ball, stuff like that. So we're excited to get out there, and just play collectively together, because it's been quite some time that we've been away from the game. So now that we're finally 4 days out, I can't wait.
Partha Padaya.
Hey, Jesse, appreciate the time this morning.
How you doing?
Doing well. With Penn State's new number 0 tradition and everything that's supposed to stand for, what do you think in your mind makes Jonathan Sutherland the right fit to wear that number?
He's not the right fit. He's the perfect fit. For a guy like Jonathan Sutherland, who, he embodies all the characteristics you'd want in an individual who were to, kickstart a new tradition. He's a great student, a great person in the community. He's hungry, he's diligent in his preparation, and he's a great special teams player. He's a guy that's going to have an opportunity at the next level, not only as a safety or in the nickel position, but as a great special teamer. He's a guy that's going to give you everything you have, a guy that you can depend upon in those situations, that if we need the rock, send baby Sud down there, he's going to go make a play and get the rock. So I'm excited for him, and I'm excited for the tradition that he's about to kickstart.
Mark Wogenrich.
Yes, earlier you said one thing the linebackers are going to do this year is to go out and earn our respect. How do you plan to go about doing that?
Week to week, displaying the types of, players we have in our room, the type of playmaking abilities, the things that we could do week to week, opponent to opponent. Right now we're focused on Indiana, and we're going to go out there and play our best football as a unit, speaking in the linebacker room, and as a unit, as speaking collectively as a defense. So that's our focus right now, and that's what we're going to execute.
Oh, Donahue? So I don't think we can hear you, Tyler.
Can you hear me now? Got me?
There we go.
Okay. Sorry about that. Jesse, you worked your butt off trying to get Jason away in that 2018 class down the stretch. It paid off. Last couple of years progressing, but we keep hearing this is the breakout year. Jason says he thinks it will be. What are you seeing on the practice field? Give us a sneak peek, peel back that curtain a little bit on what Jason is doing in front of you guys right now.
Well before even, us returning to the practice field from my time where me and Jason spent on LA just training together, the conversations we've had, who's actually my roommate as well, someone, that's always with me. You see Jason, you see me. So that's my brother. I'm excited for him because, seeing how hungry he is in his preparation, a lot of guys may talk about, they're going to do this and that, X, Y, and Z, but are they really putting themselves in the best position to do so, to execute at a high level? Jason's been in that position, seeing how diligent and how aggressively he's been preparing himself. The little things, trying to differentiate himself, the things that he was doing last year that he didn't really feel were beneficial to success that he's not doing anymore. He's putting himself in the best position, watching film, being diligent, asking questions, and now if we're talking on the practice field, seeing the level he's practicing at, how aggressive and how, aggressive he is to attention to detail. He's going to go out there and do what he needs to do. This is going to be his breakout year, and he's going to have fun doing it. Jason always going to be a household name. And when he gets out there on the field, I'm excited because I've already seen the sneak peeks, but now I'm more so excited to see what you guys are going to think when he's finally out there on Saturdays.
All right, I think we got time for one more here with Jesse, so we'll go to Greg Pickle.
Jesse, I think it was on the radio show, but Coach had mentioned either late last week or early this week that you guys were doing your own tests now, administering your own tests because of the way that some other schools operate. So I'm just curious what that's been like, and is that easily the most different thing about this whole preseason, off season, or is there anything else that stands out to you compared to what a game week would have been in normal times?
Yes, I would say it's a little different compared to what things would have been in normal times as far as our game preparation. But nonetheless, it's what we have to do moving forward for us to be able to go about our business, week to week, if we want to, indulge in our competition. So as far as the self-testing, it's been pretty straightforward and simple. Nothing really different from how they test us. They basically just tell us exactly what we need to do. So that's really about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Jesse, for your time.